Hey guys, sorry I'm late on this vlog. Clearly, there's been a lot going on in this world, so yeah. Anyway, so this week, again, God has been dealing with me on some serious things in my life. And this week, I wanted to talk about letting go. So for me, I'm terrified of letting things go. Like, I've had to leave jobs before, I've had to leave churches before, relationships, friendships. I've had to leave so many different things in my life that I was like, nah, like this is bizarre, because I get so attached, overwhelmingly attached to people and things and situations because I just love hard. And if I commit to something, then I'm there. That's just what it is. So it's for me, it's really hard to let things go. Whether that's the idea of something or something physical or, a person or whatever, it's just really hard for me. So I stick around and I convince myself, like the discernment that I'm feeling, this uncomfortable feeling that I start to feel is like, oh, that's in your head, or you're trying to overthink it, or it's something that you're doing wrong, or, I just try to convince myself that that's not what I'm feeling. And it leaves me staying in situations way longer than I should. And I believe that God puts us in things for certain times and certain seasons, but I have the problem of trying to drag things that were meant for an old season into the things that I'm supposed to be into now. And it leaves me stagnant. And it leaves me from moving forward. It stops me from moving forward. And so he's been just telling me this week, last couple weeks really, just about the area of my heart that is sometimes doesn't know how to detach from things. And it's even harder when you felt a grace over something at one point in time and now you don't. And so it's like, for me, I'm like, well, what was that? Why did I feel a grace then? Or why did I feel like you said yes to this then, but now I'm feeling a big no, or like it's time to let this go. I don't get that. So that leaves me even more frustrated and more stuck, So, and I know a lot of people go through this because I've talked to so many people about this, but I feel like he's just kind of encouraging me to, first of all, not be so hard on myself because it's life and we make decisions every day and it's life, but to try to just be more aware of when he's tugging you and when he's pulling you in a certain direction. And just because there's a yes in one season doesn't mean that that is meant for a lifetime. It just doesn't mean that. And he's constantly speaking, and he's constantly tugging, and it's the small things. It's not always a loud voice. It's not always overtly in your face, but sometimes it's the subtle things. For relationships, for a lot of us, we have an idea of like, oh no, this is right. This is it. Like, I'm finished, But especially when it comes to matters of the heart, it's so difficult to figure out, okay, what's God and what's you? What is this thing? Like this, I tend to vacillate a lot because it's like you just want to be right, but then at the same time, your heart is like, oh, but this is what I want, And so there's a battle, constant battle of, okay, what is you? What is me? What is up? What is down? What is left? What is right? It's like, it's crazy. So, yeah. So anyways, long story short, I encourage everybody to just kind of check your heart. You know what I mean? Check your situations. Check where you're at. Don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to let go. It's scary. I know it. Trust me, I know it. I know it's scary to let things go when you've convinced yourself or you've felt that this is supposed to be for you. I'm in a place where I'm trying to figure out if I want to move to a different state. That's scary. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, but I've only known one place. But I've been feeling this pull for some time to kind of move or try to figure something else out. So I'm still figuring it out. Point is, doesn't mean you're going to always have the answer. Doesn't mean you're always going to know exactly where you're supposed to be there. But I say be sensitive and Be open. Don't be so locked into something where you've locked God out, if that makes sense. Because sometimes we can hold on to something too long and block something else that we're really supposed to be having. And the real blessing is for something that's only momentary, or something that is only, what's the word I'm looking for? Something that is only a temporary fix or a temporary feel-good moment. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want that. We want what's meant for us to be for a lifetime. You know what I mean? In every area of our lives. So I hope that is helpful. I hope that made sense. Yeah. I love y'all.